Hey guys, welcome to our channel. My name is Ryan.
My name is Travis.
And we're just trying to make a channel of our journey together, and we're just trying to get a little bit better and a little bit smarter and a little bit wiser each time. So we invite you to come along on the journey with us, and hopefully you have fun, enjoy it, and let us know what you think and what you want to hear more of. One thing I did think about actually for today's video is I thought I haven't really read a whole lot of books on relationships, whether it be friendships or, like dating relationships. But what did come to mind was the 5 love languages. And I thought how that relates not just to intimate dating relationships, but friendships.
Yeah,
I think
totally.
it helps you understand people. Or
I'm thinking of physical touch.
But it's like, but you can tell in friendships, it's
totally.
like I can get through my day without hugging you.
Right, man, you hug me.
But there's certain people that that I don't know. I guess you don't see a ton of like guys with guy friends, really.
Yeah.
But this still happens, I guess.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever taken the test officially, which I don't really think you need to. I think it's just kind of looking at your life. But I think it's a very, very revealing, very, very helpful tool. Have you taken it?
No, I haven't actually. I just mentally have taken it.
What did you say that yours were?
One, I think it changes.
That's a good point.
I don't think, and that's what I hate. I shouldn't say hate. I really do not. I love and hate personality tests. I love them because I enjoy getting to know myself on a deeper level, and it makes me feel better that I'm doing something actively to figure out more about who I am and learn. But that's also why I dislike them, is because I feel like I'm being put in a box.
Like, this is who you are.
Exactly. Like someone else is telling, like, it's just like, how is that any different than astrology? Because I answered some very bland questions that get put into an algorithm that then spit an answer to me of this is who you are, which is probably the far end of, like, I think they're conspiracy theories. But what's the difference between, you know what I mean? I'm born in May, therefore I'm X. I'm Cancer. I don't even know if that's right or not. I just know it's a common one.
That would be really funny if it was.
And then,
Cancer.
Which means on Thursdays in the afternoon I get grumpy. I've never read something, because again, that's something that I personally find foolish, because you're letting someone tell you how or what you are, and I just don't like that. So do you want me to actually answer though?
Yeah.
What I think I currently am?
Yeah. Nail it down. Where you at? How do you want me to love you better as a friend?
It depends on the person.
It totally does.
So
it totally does.
With Christina, my wife, in case you didn't know her name.
Wait, is this your wife?
I don't know why right now I tell you.
My wife of a very lovingly long time.
It seems easy to say physical touch is number one, but it's not in a sexual way, I don't think. I think if I'm not getting, maybe if we're not sexually, not even. I don't think it's sexual at all. It's more of just being in physical contact.
Yeah.
Hugging is a big one for me.
Yeah.
But even we were texting about it today, actually, of just, I always will be on the middle, if not her side of the bed, but not because I'm like some big sprawl out person, which I might be, but it's because I just, even if I'm just like barely touching her, it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So even when I'm asleep, I still enjoy having that. So if we're sitting on the couch, I just like having, literally it could be just like something touching the other person. So it's a very small amount, but physical touch in that way, not in a sexual way at all. To holding hands while we're out together anyway, or on a walk. So physical touch, but not for what people think. And then probably words of affirmation, actually. Why are you laughing? Is this what you're thinking I need from you?
No, these are literally my two.
All right, well, that's funny.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to steal your thunder. Okay, go ahead.
No, clearly you don't need to stop.
So here's about me.
That's so nice. Yeah, let me talk about how I feel.
I'm sorry, I wasn't gonna try and react because I was gonna be like, you know what's really cool is sorry, I blew it.
No, you're good. I think that's interesting that we're the
This
same.
is very interesting.
But words of affirmation, I enjoy, and it's funny thing, all of these things I don't want too much of without getting some of the other ones. So if people make fun of, I've actually heard guys make fun of other women talking about this, that they're just one A, B, C, D, and E.
Yeah.
But I really think all of us are. There's a reason there's 5 of them, and then I guess we should cover all 5 first before continuing on. We have physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time. Quantity's not one. That's a joke. Okay, so we're for 3.
I actually would have to pull them up. I can't.
It's gifts and then acts of service.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
And
then the joke is that the 6th one is quantity time.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Because the whole time I was thinking that was.
I know it's so. Sometimes it's just how much.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
How quality.
So actually, words of affirmation, I think, interchanges with acts of service.
Okay.
Because acts of service for me, in a day-to-day real life, would be if someone, if Christine does the dishes for me, or for us, or cooking dinner is a huge one.
Yeah.
Just having meals made, but then she also will make enough to have lunch the next day for work.
Yeah.
That is something I truly feel loved.
That's cool.
So between that and words of affirmation, I'd say kind of a tie for 2, and they interchange depending on how I'm feeling and what season I'm in.
Yeah.
Gifts is probably last.
Okay.
From her, and then quality, but the quality time is really important to me too.
Yeah.
But if I had to rank them, it'd be in that order with quality time and then gifts being last. But gifts from her that I really appreciate is almost connected to acts of service. Like times that she's brought me a coffee at work. That's not necessarily a gift in some people's head, but to me, that is technically a gift, even though we share a bank account. So that's what then puts it into acts of service.
Yeah.
Because
you could have bought
our money. Yes. But the act of she thought of me, loved me, did act of service, and showed that. So that's ranked for me. So I would ask you what yours are, but apparently they're the same.
So we're not going to talk about it. We'll continue talking about you. What do you think is one that's grown more or has become more important over the years that wasn't before? Is there one that you can think of or that you notice?
Like with her specifically?
Maybe, or could you just, towards anyone, towards your parents, or... I guess it's easier definitely with your significant other because of that.
Yeah, because
I guess you're saying kind of acts of service now.
Yeah, I guess active service is pretty big for me. It's just realizing it's a little bit different. I guess to talk about it with friends, I think it'd be an interesting one, which I know we want to talk about today anyway, of just talking about more about friendship. Physical touch, I really don't even think is on there. I don't, but not in like I don't know. It's maybe it is in some ways. I think it's still seasonal. Like there's times where I do feel like I'm excited to hug my friends hello and goodbye. If more time has gone by, but certain friends like I don't know. I'm not sure that's one of the acts of service. I've never thought about this. I think I need to think about it.
It's definitely harder with friends. Yeah, till how it comes out. Yeah, but so mine, I haven't really ranked like the bottom ones, but so I'm pretty positive that my top 2 are words of affirmation, then physical touch. I always found over the years, I remember when I would draw a lot when I was younger. A lot of times I would draw because I kind of knew I could get good compliments on it in a weird way like that. And I really wanted that. And I really, not really sought it out, but I think it almost surprised me that was something that I valued, was that people telling me that I did a good job. So I've always valued, that what I've done, that other people have, found it valuable or worthwhile, It's almost, in a weird way, it frustrated me hearing, like, when I kind of, like, discovered that, because it almost felt like I was then, like, tied to people's, literally affirmation. I was tied to someone's, how they thought about me. So, but, like, coming to a healthy, realization of, like, there's people that I value, that I want them a part of my life. I want them to be a part of what I'm doing. So, but it was interesting because it was stuff that I didn't realize about me. And then physical touch. So I would even say, like, I'm not married, if you didn't know. But so for me, I've even found with physical touch, I still do value it, as in, like, when I like am with someone or meeting someone, I really realize that I like the contact initiation of a handshake, or like placing my hand on someone's shoulder. I for some reason just feel like it's helped me connect with someone, like, easier, or just in a much more, like, genuine way. So I guess, like, kind of on a friend level, like, I think for us, like, I don't feel like I'm seeing you all the time, but I feel like with people I haven't seen in a long time, I almost feel weird if I don't go up and I don't, like, all of a sudden have some sort of contact with them, like a handshake or something. So, so I've noticed that, but totally, though, in dating relationships, just notice, like, oh, I'm the one that, like, I'd rather, just, like, sit and be right next to someone while I'm watching a movie, or, stuff like that. I don't want to just be off by myself.
Yeah.
So, and then I would say gifts was up there, but what's been interesting is that as I've gotten older, acts of service has gone up a lot more. That used to be, like, I'd say the bottom one, but I'd say that now that one has, honestly, I think some of it was, like, just kind of being selfish, of, like, I didn't really want to do things for other people sometimes. That's, and then I was very independent, but I've found more joy in being able to do things for people and think ahead of time, and I don't know. So I think that's me maturing, me getting into a different season of life. That has actually been changing, been growing. What was the last one?
Quality time.
Quality time. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty average one. No, that one's probably the last. Never mind. So, I kind of enjoy my alone time. Like,
that's funny.
Yeah.
See, with friendships, for me, I guess on a friend-to-friend level, quality time is probably on the higher end.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah.
And then, what about how would you rank and you kind of went into it, but how would you rank yourself in the easiest languages of love that you can, I guess, show others? Both in your previous dating relationships as well as friendships or family.
Man, that's a good question.
Or you can even say, which ones do you struggle with?
I struggled with the acts of service. I really did. And, but I feel like that one has just become more important to me recently. It's just, like, doing things for other people, and just, like, I don't feel like, I guess, like, giving that, like, has become more important. Like, receiving, I don't care, but, like, so what's the easiest ones that I typically show?
Ones that you enjoy showing, or you said, or work backwards, ones that you have challenges with, or you don't let me put you in a box, just kind of go off it and think how it makes you feel.
I think I enjoy giving words of affirmation too. I think it's because it's something that I always was like, oh, I enjoyed when people said that I did a good job. I've always been an encourager because I've never liked to ever tear people down. So I think I've always been sensitive to that. Is like, oh, I don't want to take this moment and, say something negative. So I'd always try and say something positive to people. So I think that's always been something that's been easy for me to do, is give words of affirmation. So I think those are both high for giving and for receiving. And then for giving, more giving, that's tough. I feel like the other ones are kind of all there. I don't really feel like I know another second one that are.
I know it was a tough question.
It is, yeah. I mean, like I haven't thought about it in a long time. I couldn't even remember what the 5 were for a long time.
Yeah, I think it's a good like mental recheck of just remember what they are, and also you don't want to let. I mean, I'm sure there's more categories to go on, but it's always a good start of. Where I'm the same. I have an easy time giving words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Or just being an encourager.
Yeah.
Without receiving anything either. Like I genuinely enjoy encouraging people, and it's not to get a like big thank you or like that's totally what I needed. I'm just like, hey, I feel this way. I like to show you that I feel this way, or I feel like you could use a reminder of the truth, stuff like that. But also, acts of service currently is hard for me. In all relationships.
Yeah.
I don't. It's hard for me to do things for other people. In fact, it's easier for me to do something for, like someone I don't know very well, than it is for someone that I know really well. Which
I do.
Is strange, but.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
I don't know.
Yeah, I do.
I'm not sure how to describe it.
And I thought it was always kind of strange that's what I felt like. I don't know. That's just not where like any of my priority was. But I've just felt like I've valued that's where I kind of want it to be. That's what I want to grow and I want to be better at. I think it just brings such a great point of how we interact so differently, like with our relationships with people. You know, we just see people in such different lights compared to how different people see them.
What do you mean?
It's just that's like when I think about like seeing friends in front of their parents. You know, just the parent kid dynamic. Just how it's just always different than just what you fully see. And honestly, sometimes what I see is like when kids like get frustrated with their parents, when they get, just like, and so, but it's like, never have I ever spent time with my friend that they ever got frustrated or impatient with me. So that's what I think is just funny, is just that, with your parents, how different that'll be.
Have you seen me get frustrated with my parents?
I've seen you get a little short and frustrated with your mom, yeah.
Sorry, Mom. I understand. It just happens. The person who loves you the most unconditionally, sometimes you get away, you have a little sass with her is all.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking when you were telling me. I was like, I feel like you're talking to me specifically about
you were pointing me out
my mom.
Right now.
I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
And everyone else, I love my mom.
We promise. Yeah. No, that's what just came to mind, is just kind of like how the love languages differ. Just our communication and our
I've seen you get frustrated with your mom.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Mom, I love you so much. I'm so sorry.
I promise. There's just like the moments where you're like, really? Are you really frustrated or annoyed with that right now? So it kind of seems like she cares. Or it was like a simple question. How was your day? Mom!
Oh my gosh!
Can't you see I'm making beer? You don't need to know how I'm making it. Yes, I'm using everything in your kitchen, but you don't need to know why.
You don't know any of the details. How could you even ask any of the details?
Yes, that caps it. Obviously.
Oh, so you have specifics.
I'm just like using generalizations, assuming there was some moment that you'd gotten frustrated with her at that time. That's
assuming, probably.
Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. we really enjoy talking about the 5 love languages and think it pertains to everyone's life and multiple relationships. Again, if you guys have any ideas of what you want to hear, different topics, we'd love to hear about it in the comments and really hear what you guys want to hear. We look forward to keep sharing about what our interests and concerns are, what both going on in our personal lives, but also the world around us. So stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you.